What is up, guys? You are gaming with Gavin. Today is the first episode of Dragonwild's Fell Hollow for us. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show you all the main quests, the side quests, and personally, in my opinion, I think the most efficient way, I would say, to go about it and prep yourself for when the newer update comes. So with that being said, guys, before we get into it, don't forget to smash that like button, comment down below what you'd like to see in the next video. I appreciate you checking it out on your drive home from work, school, or maybe you're just watching while you're eating dinner. Alright guys, let's get into the video. Alright, as you guys make your way down from death, you're going to run into this guy. Looks like Posty Pete. Hey there, bit lost. Nobody to point you in the right direction. Good for Taylor, because frankly, you could look like you could use some work. I assume you're trying to get into Fellhollow, a nasty place. I wouldn't be seen dead in there. Still, if you're determined to head on through, you need to shed a few pounds. You need to get soul rifted, my friend. Need to give that spirit of yours dragged a little through the world of the dead. It's only the way to get through this gate here. See that horrible red stuff out there? I know it looks nasty. I certainly wouldn't have the stomach for it, but you're going to need it. To dip your toes in it for a minute or two to get a nice soul rifted. That'll let you see things your living types never see before. You want to find a purification pool once you found your way past that wall. There's one down there passed out of the way. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Get to it quick, excuse me. The longer you soul rifted, the more likely she's to spot you, and the worst things come from that. If the dragon finds you, you're dead. There's no two ways about it. Oh, when you're done about that, come back and see me. I have something useful in hand, an actual hand, since I don't have them. So this is how you're going to enter Fellhollow, guys. You're kind of going to get... This is like going to rift your soul. The meter's going to fill up throughout this whole thing. And this is kind of how you're going to have to get through some things throughout Fellhollow. You're going to have to rift your soul to go through doors like these. After a while, though, there are these lights in the air. They're called purification pools. You want to get to one of those purification pools to get your soul essentially rifted back. As you can see, that eye right there, there's a timer. And if she finds you, you definitely are going to get cooked. Alright guys, so as you make your way down here, go ahead and pull out your weapon. And you're pretty much just going to break off these branches from this purification pool. Then you're going to go ahead and purify your soul. And now we're going to find young Cathian. And then looks like that gave us some ectoplasm, which is stuff we're going to need to craft for new recipes. These zombies look like they're level 5 guys. Not going to be too hard after a while, but obviously not going to be a walk in the park, so do with that what you will. And that's how you get soul fragments, you get zombie packs, and undead bones from them. So not too bad. That seems like what you'll get from zombies and lost souls. But we're going to make our way over to Cathian. I feel like definitely there are some quests that you can do, some side quests, like how we did in the first, like in the first one. What was it? You know how we did some quests, like the side quests, and we pretty much did that to make things easier. Fel also has some side quests, some exciting pieces, exciting equipment, and maybe some cool stuff for us to ride. So stay tuned for that. But if you guys are liking this video, smash the like button real quick, and let's talk to Kathy to see what's up. Hey there, friend. Good to see you again. The wise old man was getting on my nerves a bit, so I thought I might try and give you a hand. Been looking at everything. You're not going to want to hear this, but there's a Rudley dragon at play. Only this, she's dead. There's some lingering ghost echoes around the pieces, and I got to talking to them, so seems like we better get out of this before we get hit by this zombie. Probably should have did that before we talked to him, but it's alright. So we're going to go back to that. All these shambling corpses causing trouble, that's her doing. The spirits ripped out of them, leaving them just enough to keep them wandering. Now, normally I'd say you should go and give her help, but she's not just a dragon, she's a cursed dragon. And this curse makes her bigger, nastier, and generally unstoppable. So into this proper dark magic here to get that going, but if you're going to get this dragon out, you need to deal with that somehow. I'm not exactly knowledgeable of the curses, but I can feel a strange sort of necromantic power in the air. It's mostly focuses over the big tower over there, like a ward keeping us out, but it's also coverage is here with stones. Alright. So pretty much looks like he's telling us we gotta read these 3 stones. This is gonna tell us what we have to do. There was a village once west of the tower that I made my home. The people lived there together peacefully, happily, under the guardianship of the dragons. Imuru's grief and rage had made it a prison. Jolly turned to fear, placed a piece of the curse within his heart, an anchor made of suffering. Alright, so it seems like each spot's gonna have something. The dragonkin knew cruelty well, creating creatures who lived off the songs of suffering beneath the remains of Imuru's love. Behind a waterfall tainted by her sorrow lies an ancient structure within, hid a piece of the curse guarded by the cruel masters that chained her. Alright. And this is the last one. To the east stands the fortress that once housed the wild knights, brave soldiers of Gothics. They fought bravely against the endless hordes of the dead, but like all things fell in the end. Left the shard of the curse there, guarded by the last living protector. Alright, so that's how we have to get these 3 shards to open up this thing to battle this Imuru, whatever she's called. So I think we're going to stick to the left side of the video today, guys, and we're going to head over there and see what's cooking. Alright, guys, so I would say personally, after doing the playthrough on my main, which is just melee, this one is just strictly mage. The best thing to do, I set up a camp over here with a teleporter pad. Right here is your boy, what's his face? Vanek, right? Vanek's pretty much going to talk to him, and we're pretty much going to work on getting a mount. This mount's going to make it easier to get through the whole map. So now to pleasant landscape is a young pup. Life is fading, draining away by the dragon hungers. Rotten creatures, dragons. Even this willow grove, once home to a proud and magnificent spirit creature, is now corrupted by wither and rot. My poor spirit has withered away to nothing. If this land is ever going to heal, we need some save the rest of those spirits, and the only way to save them is to hunt them all down and kill them. Typical American logic. Yeah, I'm American, so I can say that. Don't worry, they're meant to be hunted. That's the spirit way. A spirit of nature should always be hunted by a predator, not slowly drained away by a monster, and you're the apex predator here. You'll be doing this place a favor by hunting them down, trust me. Look for the willow groves like this one in the place where the nature spirits thrive. Bring me to the heart. 3 hearts. We can find a way to keep them safe from this withering hunger. Okay, so the first one, first spirit, you're gonna whatever you want to call it, it's a terror bird. You're gonna have to KO it. It's gonna be right around in this area. You're gonna make your way up this path. Be caution over here. There is a green dragon, so fight him, run past him. Whatever you gotta do. Good luck. So this is one of the 3 we're gonna take out to get the hearts. And as you can see, they're not too difficult. And there's one of the 3 primordial hearts. Alright guys, so we're going for the second primordial heart. As you can see, there is another green dragon you're going to have to run by. I kind of should have incorporated that in the first one for you. But you're pretty much just going to go towards the vault back here to the right if you really want to dodge it and not mess with that green dragon. But I do recommend you eventually get strong enough, comfortable enough to take them out. They do have the green dragon hide to make the green dragon hide armor. But as we get here, we're going to go ahead and kill this second nature spirit to get the second primordial heart. Alright guys, so now we got that taken care of. I'm also going to show you real quick. I didn't really show you in the beginning. This is kind of where you are on the map. The vault's right here. The green dragon is over here. So if you kind of go at an angle up here to the right, you should be good. As long as he's not keeping an eye on you. Alright guys, and for the third and final primordial heart, thankfully, to my knowledge, I didn't have to run past any dragons on this last one. You're going to go over here to Witch Willow Range, and this is going to be the third one. And that would be our third primordial heart. Alright guys, due to my virtual genius, the first time I showed up to this guy, I realized I was only registering 2 hearts. So the last one apparently like fell somewhere in this water and I didn't pick it up. So I had to run back all the way over there to get it. So after you get 3 primordial hearts, you're gonna go talk to Vanek. He's gonna say, "You did it, well done. Now the tricky part, I asked you to get these hearts because of a Gara ritual I learned in an old one from their time before Coldra, which I assume was what he was doing when we last helped him. It's a way to liberate the spirit from this place, allowing it to run free and wild, bound a new anchor and able to give them freedom. The anchor is you. Now, moment there, and that should do. With a little magic, that spirit will carry you across Ashenfall. Give it a good run, won't you?" So we pretty much learned how to unlock mounts and to summon them, and you're pretty much just going to hit the Alt button. They are pretty neat. It runs off of your AP, your stamina, so keep that in mind. It definitely is a lot faster, which is extremely nice. As you can see, though, if you do get hit, it disappears. Again, you can immediately kind of just resummon. Yep, not immediately. It takes a second. Takes like probably have like a 5-second window buffer from when it like gets taken away. But as you can see, this is definitely a more effective mount. It's kind of nice to have a terror bird roaming around on. We'll call him Tony the Terror Bird, because he looks like a mean son of a bitch. But as you can see also, when you guys see this stuff that infects you or fragments your soul, also takes it away from you, your mount. But you can pull them right back. So with that being said, guys, if you liked the video, make sure you smash that like button for me. Comment down below what you want to see next. I think the next one we're going to keep doing some more over here in the left side of Fell Hollow and just kind of stick to this side, get that side, and then make our way across the map. But until then, guys, thanks for gaming with Gavin. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.